The RIT Sports Network welcomes you to the Gene Policini Center on the campus of the Rochester Institute of Technology, where tonight in Atlantic Hockey America action, it's the series finale between American International and the hometown RIT Tigers. Number 23 for RIT is sophomore forward Christian Catalano. The Mississauga, Ontario native missed last weekend's series because of a league suspension, but returned to the lineup last night and helped lead RIT to its first regulation victory this season on home ice. Good evening and welcome to RIT Hockey Pregame Live here on the RIT Sports Network. Well, RIT never had to leave the Policini Center the last two postseasons. In fact, the Tigers won back-to-back regular season titles, securing home ice and the league's top seed. But this year is different, and time is ticking on the Tigers, who need to win all their remaining games in regulation and get some help to secure the 8th seed in a home playoff game here on March 1st. RIT facing AIC for the first time this season. Last night, first period, AIC looking to strike first as the puck comes from behind the net right to Josh Barnes on the doorstep, but Ethan David makes the stop for the Tigers. He was good early and often in this one. In the second, AIC on the power play. Alfred Lindberg using the screen coming up here, and Ethan David dialed in, makes another save for RIT. Less than 30 seconds to go in the second, still scoreless. Tigers gain the zone. Watch the look here. Matthew Wild to Christian Catalano, the beautiful stick work, and he beats Chase Clark. Tigers on the board, 1-0 on Catalano's 6th of the year. Third period, under 8 minutes to go. Tigers clinging to that one-goal lead. Dimitri, Micro Giannakis, the wrister. Tigers in front by 2 on Micro's 4th of the year. Under a minute to go, AIC on the power play. They got the extra attacker, so we're 6 on 4, but RIT able to clear it, and that puck finds the empty net. RIT wins its first home game in regulation last night, 3-0, as first-year netminder Ethan David recorded his first career shutout. So Ethan David stopped all 22 shots he faced. As we take a look, the Tigers secure their first shutout of the season as Tyler Fukakusa earned his team-leading 30th point of the season with his 23rd assist on the year. Both career highs for the sophomore. The Tigers won 38-54 in faceoffs, outshot the Yellow Jackets 30-22, and killed off all 3 AIC power plays last night. So with 3 points on Friday, the Tigers now trail AIC for the 8th spot by just 6 points with 3 games to go. AIC has 4 games remaining. Holy Cross won its 10th straight last night after sweeping Mercyhurst. Crusaders have a 5-point lead over Bentley, who jumped into second after over Idle Sacred Heart. The Tigers stressed the importance of getting some momentum prior to the playoffs, and they took a big step in that direction last night. Tonight, they'll look to make it a 6-point weekend. With more on the Tigers, RIT head coach Wayne Wilson is with our Gene Battaglia. Gino?
All right, thank you very much, Kevin. You get the substitute teacher here tonight.
I'm glad to have you here. It's a nice change.
Wayne, opportunity to stack some wins. Your thoughts on what worked last night for your team?
Good goaltending, good discipline, timely goals. Everyone committed to playing hard for the full 60 minutes. So, it's been a variety of things all year long, and we're just trying to, string some wins together here, get some confidence to be ready for the playoffs and see what we can do there.
Yeah, you mentioned the confidence, and these are guys, Micro Giannakis scoring last night, Catalano, Hobbs. They were all here last year, Wayne. Is it just a matter of these guys beginning to feel it once again?
Yeah, and it's not just. For us, it's guys rising to the occasion. I think Fukakusa's line's really been the most consistent all year long. When you say start to finish, playing at a high level, I'd say Micro is also another guy that's done a really good job on defense for us, and that. But we've had our ups and downs. We've had some injuries and that, but everyone does. For us, it's getting off to good starts at first 5 minutes. It's playing a full 60 minutes. It's good discipline, taking 3 or less penalties. We went without taking a 5-minute major last night, although one was reviewed or possible review. But it's all those type of things that we've got to put together here. And, it feels good to win a game, but now we've got to regroup and get ready for another really hard-fought game here tonight. And, we're at home. We'd like to take advantage of that.
Wayne, I was going to ask you about the penalties because certainly, not taking those majors. Where's the line here? Because you want to be aggressive and maybe you're okay with a minor or two, but you certainly want to make sure that you're not taking some of those 5-minute majors.
Yeah, we do want to be aggressive, and we've taken a couple aggressive penalties that I can live with, but we've taken a lot of penalties that I can't. And neither can the players. It's like they know it right away after the fact that they've taken it, and it's cost us games. We may be 1 goal down and fighting our way in, or maybe up 1 goal and then losing, letting that slip. Because, power plays, it's hard to score in a power play, but when you're up, as in one game we were up 12 penalties, they're going to figure things out. They've got a man advantage. You give them enough reps, they're going to figure things out and take advantage of it. So 3, the first one's normally a bit of a warm-up power play, and then they try and work off of that. If you're giving up only 3, then you have a fighting chance here. But more than that, then we're in trouble.
Yeah, Ethan David, first collegiate shutout last night, giving your team some energy here. It's great to see a first-year player stepping in like this.
Yeah, he has a lot of spark to his game. He's a very fiery guy, competitive guy, and that also helps with us. And he made the game look somewhat easy for himself, although they had a couple of good chances that they weren't able to put away. But so tonight's a new night, and start from scratch, and we got to reestablish ourselves right from the drop of the puck right to the finish line. So
if you get this one tonight, can I stay over here? Because I'm superstitious. I don't know about you, Wayne, and we'll put John on the visitor side.
Yeah. Well, he's in trouble here, I think, maybe, but we'll go from there. But yeah, we got to worry about tonight, and then we go into our last weekend, and that'll all sort itself out on who's doing what and going where or staying home or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, Wayne, appreciate the time tonight. Go get him. Appreciate you.
Yep, thank you.
Head coach Wayne Wilson. Kevin, we send it back to you.
All right, Gene, thanks so much. We'll check back with you in just a bit. Well, tonight, in all likelihood, is the final meeting ever between RIT and American International. It's hard to believe, especially considering these two programs just met for the Atlantic Hockey Championship last March. But this past November, AIC administration stunningly announced that the Yellow Jackets will return to Division II next season, ending a 27-year run at college hockey's highest level.
December 12, 2024 will forever be a dark day for Eric Lang. It's the day he learned the program he played for and has coached the last 9 seasons will no longer compete at the D1 level.
Yeah, it was a big gut punch. Kind of came out of nowhere for us. We're trying to move forward. There's no script or playbook to coaching inside of a season that is going to be your last. I really feel for our players who really made a commitment to come play for me personally and for AIC. And
AIC administration cited budgetary concerns and the ever-changing landscape of Division I athletics as reasons to make the move back to Division II.
It is what it is. It's like running any other business. If you're operating in a negative and you're not making business, you either fold up shop and I do think there was some paths to rectify in or fixing, or there could have been a little more collaboration, but we can't, for me personally, I can't work in reverse right now. I'm also an alum, so I also want what's best for the institution and the health of the institution. It's tough being a small liberal arts school in 2025, so like I said, we've kind of moved forward here, and I always wish AIC nothing but the best.
Under Eric Lang, AIC went from the basement to the penthouse of Atlantic hockey, winning 4 regular season and 3 tournament titles, while also knocking off top-seeded St. Cloud State in the 2019 NCAA tournament.
They clear it, it's over! AIC has done the improbable!
Certainly from where we were 9 years ago, we were almost a laughingstock of Division I hockey. To fast forward the tape, we've been as good as any program the last 6 years in college hockey. Certainly very proud of that. Certainly proud of the players and individual accomplishments. Some of the players, we've had some All-Americans, which we've never done before. It's been a great journey. I wouldn't have traded it for anything in the world. 9 years ago, maybe AIC wasn't anybody's dream job, but it certainly was mine.
This season is about finishing strong, but it's also about the future, as much of this current roster is auditioning for new schools to call home next season.
Our message is we can all help each other here down the stretch, right? We want to be, programs want winning players, and so we can help check that box for one another. And you know what, we're just kind of in a let's enjoy. This is our last road trip, so let's enjoy this. We're kind of celebrating some lasts here, which you know for me is like a gut punch. But you know, again, we've kind of tried to turn the page, and you know, at the end of the day, our goal is still to get in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, just a tremendous job by Lang and his staff over the last decade. AIC never had a winning season until the 2018-19 campaign, and then they had 6 in a row. Unfortunately, that streak will end this year, but no doubt we will see Coach Lang on a Division I bench in the near future. Well, still to come here on Pregame Live, RIT goaltending coach Mike Rotolo will join the program with a scouting report on AIC. Plus, it was senior day for the RIT women's hockey team. We'll show you how they fared against 9th-ranked Penn State. But first, number 11 for the Tigers is forward Nick Caffarelli. The transfer from New Hampshire has made an impact with his new team this season, scoring a goal while adding 7 assists. Caffarelli will join our Gene Battaglia live next as our coverage continues from the Gene Policini Center at RIT. It's the Tigers and AIC at 6:05. This is Pregame Live on the RIT Sports Network. Here on Pregame Live, AIC on their final road trip of the regular season, while the Tigers are in the midst of a 6-game, 3-week homestand that'll wrap up the regular season 1 week from tonight. In Atlantic hockey tonight, there's only 3 other games outside of Rochester as Sacred Heart, Mercyhurst, and Holy Cross are all off. Canisius and Bentley underway. It's 3-2 Griffs, and that one is headed to the third. Niagara going for a split with RMU, and Army goes for the sweep of Air Force. That comes up at 7:05. And the net for AIC tonight will once again be number 34, Chase Clark. The Williamsville, New York native will make his 18th start of the season in front of friends and family who made the short trip from the Buffalo area since transferring from Sacred Heart. Clark is 5-11-1 with his new team, the Yellow Jackets. For RIT, it will once again be number 40, Ethan David. The first year from Vancouver will make his 3rd straight start after picking up his first career shutout last night with 22 saves. Ethan David now 2-3 on the year with a 2.85 goals against. Well, the Tigers, like many teams around college hockey, dabbled in the transfer portal in the offseason, bringing in goaltender Trent Burnham from Lindenwood and forward Nick Caffarelli from New Hampshire. Caffarelli is just off the ice from warm-ups, and he's standing by live now with our Gene Battaglia. Gene?
All right, thanks, Kevin. Nick, how has your time been here at RIT? Would you
it's been great so far. Great guys in the room. Great experience here, so it's been real good.
now an opportunity for you to stack some wins, get a sweep this weekend. How did last night go for your team?
We played a really solid game last night, stayed out of the box. Our details were good last night, and we were victorious. I think stick with that same game plan, and we'll be all right here tonight.
Yeah, you're getting used to a new line here. Tell me about Doug Scott moving up to that position and how that transition's going for him.
Yeah, Dougie's been awesome this year in any position we need him. He played D most of the year, and you know we're short a couple guys with injury right now, so he's been called upon to play forward, and he's been great anywhere he's been asked to be in the lineup. So.
Now, if I can compliment you, because I'm a Buffalo Sabre fan, and I took great offense to nobody taking exception to Tage Thompson getting hit. When Tyler Fukakusa got hit, you said that wasn't acceptable, and you went out and showed how the Tigers can be physical. How important was that to you to stand up for a teammate?
Yeah, I think, when your best player gets hit like that in a 7-goal game, just wires cross, you don't let that happen, especially as an older guy. You try to set an example. He's a younger guy on the team. I was just trying, team move, not much more to be said on that.
Now, this season hasn't gone your way, but you know what? To get a win here tonight, and then maybe that second season on the horizon, how's that kind of shaping up?
We've tried to stay real positive this year, trying to stack wins. We have a great opportunity here. Looking at the standings, we're trying to figure out as many points as we could get to get another game here, but just one at a time. Last night was great. We got to stick with it here, take care of business.
Yeah, and then the last one, Ethan David. He's a different cat. Tell me about what he brings to your team on the back end.
Yeah, he's real energized, very vocal when it comes to talking to the other team, and as well as being vocal with our defensemen down low. He helps there. He's an energizer bunny in net, makes the saves we need him to, and you know, we're going to call upon them tonight here again. So
Nick, appreciate you. Go get them tonight.
yep, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That's Nick Caffarelli. Kevin, we send it back to you.
All right, Gene, thank you so much. Well, with the postseason set to begin 1 week from today in women's hockey, the Tigers wanted to be sharp, and what better way to prepare for the second season than having a strong showing against the defending league champs and Atlantic Hockey's top team so far this year. Women's hockey, Tigers looking to earn a split with Penn State on senior day as Sarah Coe and 11 others were honored before the game. First period, not even 2 minutes into this one, and Penn State's Tiffany Hill was racing the other way on the breakaway. Sarah Coe makes the initial stop for RIT, but Alyssa Machado there for the putback. Her 7th of the season, and just like that, 1-0 Nittany Lions. Tigers answered right back, though. On the rush, watch Kyla Bear crash in the net. Kylie Aquaro finds her for the goal. The senior on senior day were their 9th of the season to tie us at 1. We would go to overtime, and in the extra session, Penn State with the opportunity coming up here, and it's Leah Stecker coming up with the puck and getting the game winner up and over. Sarah Coe. Penn State wins today in overtime 2-1. As we look inside the numbers, Penn State outshoots the Tigers 48-20 as Sarah Coe was tremendous in net for RIT with 46 saves on senior day, the 3rd most of her career. Fellow senior Kyla Bear was the lone RIT goal scorer over her last 7 games. Kyla scored 7 goals, a great effort for the Tigers, but not the result they were looking for. Afterwards, we caught up with Bruce B. Bates women's hockey coach Celeste Brown. Celeste, playing the best in the conference this weekend in Penn State. What did you learn about your team, and how does that prepare you for the playoff road ahead?
Yeah, today was, it wasn't the result we wanted, but, you know, I don't think it's necessary to learn about them, but I hope it instills confidence in them, meaning they know what they're capable of, we know what they're capable of, and tonight, like, that was a playoff hockey game. That's what it's like, you know, putting your body on the line, making the little plays, our habits, our details, and a little bit of a funky puck there in 3-on-3, and the outcome doesn't go our way. I think we tried some new stuff tonight, which it was a good opportunity to do that, and so gives us the ability to plan going into next week and get prepared to face our opponent.
Yeah, it certainly had that playoff feel here tonight. Sarah Coe, a big weekend in net for you. A hot goaltender can take you a long way in the postseason, as you know. What is Sarah and certainly the senior class meant to this program?
Yeah, they've been unbelievable. Sarah's been our backbone. I was looking back through some video earlier this week of our group in their first year, and like, we put Sarah right up to the test right away, and just you know, she's been through it all, and she's helped us build, and you're right, like, she's heating up and getting better each game. Second to, like, the whole senior class, they've been unbelievable partners. That's the best way to put it. They're resilient. They've gotten better every single day. They've been great teammates, and they've helped us build this program from the ground up, brick by brick, and like, helped us stick through, like, the tough, but also, like, celebrated with us through the victories.
Yeah, next Saturday, as we look ahead, it's Lindenwood in a 1-game Atlantic Hockey quarterfinal. Your thoughts on hosting the first ever postseason game here at the Policini Center, and second, your thoughts on facing Lindenwood for a 5th time this year?
Yeah, well, it's unbelievable. It was one of the girls' goals, and you know, I look forward to them being able to experience that. And this place is going to be bumping. Like, we have unbelievable fans and atmosphere, and we're going to put our product on display. You know, in terms of facing Lindenwood for a 5th time, like, they're a hard team to play. I think every team in our league is hard to play. It's going to be a dogfight. Like, it's going to be similar to tonight. Like, every single puck is going to be battled out, and it's going to be up and down the ice. But I believe, like, in our players, I believe in the product on the ice. And so if we execute our game plan, we're going to end up where we want to.
Well, Coach, we certainly appreciate your time. Best of luck next weekend.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, elsewhere on the women's side of Atlantic Hockey America, after losing 9 straight, Lindenwood Lions sweep Robert Morris this weekend with a 6-2 victory today. They clinched that 5th seed in next week's Atlantic Hockey America playoffs, which means they will be here to face the Tigers. Syracuse beats Mercyhurst. The Orange will host Robert Morris next week, while Penn State and Mercyhurst both have byes. 1 week from today, the puck drops on the women's Atlantic Hockey America quarterfinals, and we will have it for you as the Tigers host Lindenwood. RIT swept the 4-game season series with the Lions, outscoring Lindenwood 21-10 in those meetings. Our playoff coverage begins next Saturday at 3 o'clock on Flow Hockey. Well, still to come here on Pregame Live. If you're just joining us, we'll look back on RIT's shutout victory last night, plus RIT goaltending coach Mike Rotolo will join us to break down tonight's rematch. It's all straight ahead after a quick break on your home for Tiger Hockey. You're watching Pregame Live on the RIT Sports Network.
Giannakis ahead. This goes Catalano. Finding Fukakusa. And Tyler takes that shot from Koklachev. Catalano all in front. Catalano scores! Christian Catalano, welcome back. 1-0 RIT.
Woo! Now able to finish. Grade A look. They've had him throughout the night. Couldn't finish, but boy, did Double C finish that. That was pretty.
Boy, pretty. Let's start with Fukakusa. He knows he's going to get belted.
Correct.
Gets it ahead to Wild, and then Wild has eyes in the back of his head there to find Catalano.
Great pass that line. Great chemistry dating back to last year. Continues.
Look at this. Maybe one leg. Catalano! No, he's denied. Oh, that would have been something right off the face-off. Closing seconds. Trying to spread out the Yellow Jackets. Tigers need a timeout here.
Yep.
And they'll get it out of the zone as Andrew pushing it in. Andrew leaving it there. Giannakis going in. Scores! Yes! 4th of the season for number 4. 2-0 RIT. Closing seconds here. You know what, Tiger fans? Enjoy this one tonight. As the Tigers take this one 3-0, and let's not overlook the job that the goaltender did tonight. Ethan David with the shutout.
Yeah, Ethan David getting his first career shutout while the Tigers recorded their first shutout since last March in the playoffs against Robert Morris. RIT now leads the series with a record of 37-11-3 and can potentially end the all-time series here tonight with a weekend sweep. Well, a sweep would mean 6 points for the Tigers, something that was a regular occurrence the last few years but has not happened yet this season, as we welcome in Gene Battaglia and Brayton Wilson, who will have the call for you here tonight. The Tigers and their fans want a regulation victory to keep hopes alive of hosting a home playoff game, but at this point of the season, any type of victory will do, won't it?
Oh, yeah, and the opportunity to stack some wins here as we're joined ringside by the goaltending coach at RIT, Mike Rotolo. And Mike, just, confidence. How big is that is a factor here as this Tiger team with just 3 games left in the regular season?
Oh, it's a really big thing, right? And you only have so many chances with the remainder of the season. So to get a win last night and hopefully build on that again tonight and going for the sweep, you want to kind of build that. And, I talked to Kevin about it last night. Standing-wise, you're not going to move up too far, but it's about playing hockey at the right time and getting that momentum going.
Mike, you saw Ethan David put up a really good performance yesterday against AIC. Going back to him again tonight, what is it about him that has the trust in the coaching staff to go back again?
Yeah, well, first off, he played really well, right? And he come back with a shutout. So, but his competitive nature, he just works so hard. He's the first one on. He stays out, takes one-timers, and that shows in a game. He has that drive. He's got that swagger about him. It's not a cockiness, but it's a confidence, and he plays with that. He wears his heart on his sleeve, and we're excited for the opportunity for him again tonight.
I love seeing Dimitri Giannakis jumping in. Mike, he had a heck of a game last night. Just your thoughts on if the Tigers are going to turn this ship around here, the importance of that blue line, not just on the defensive end, but helping out the offense.
Oh, absolutely. And Meeks has done a really good job. He's very smart. He thinks the game well. So when he sees his opportunity, he's going to always take it. But, yeah, the back end's going to be huge. And what we really did last night was we had a lot of success in getting clean outs, getting out of our defensive zone without turning the puck over, which obviously is going to lead to offensive chances on the breakout.
Now, Mike, last time we talked finally, you were wrong. You said 2-score game in the Super Bowl. Your Eagles did it by more.
Yeah.
Thank you on behalf of all Bills fans everywhere, Mike.
Yeah, it was fun. Stress-free Super Bowl. Never thought it would happen, but we did it, and we did it for the Bills fans.
Mike, thanks. Go get him tonight.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
That's goaltending coach Mike Rotolo, Brayton, as certainly Ethan David playing some good hockey for the Tigers last night. So we take a look at our players to watch tonight. As AIC, okay, they didn't get any goals last night, which means it's going to be imperative their top line gets going tonight. Their leading point getter is number 27, Josh Barnes.
Yeah, Josh Barnes is just a really solid player down the middle. 12 goals, 7 assists, 19 points throughout the season. Not a high-scoring team overall, but Josh Barnes is kind of the engine for that team that gets that team going.
And then for the RIT Tigers, you just heard me talk about it with Mike Rotolo. I love the game that Dimitri Giannakis had last night in the blue line, and the idea to jump in at the perfect time last night to get that second goal.
Yeah, last night that play was just a perfect time play where he finds that open space, takes it straight to the net, and puts on a really good shot. 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points for Dimitri Giannakis, and just a really, really solid player on that blue line for the Tigers.
Yeah, Kevin, let's see if we can call something tonight that we haven't done all season here at home. That's the weekend sweep as we send it back to you.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Thanks so much, guys. When we return on Pregame Live, time running out to make your bid on those pink jerseys. We'll tell you how you can make a bid and help a great cause before it's too late. You're watching Pregame Live on the RIT Sports Network. Back here on Pregame Live, tonight marks the 52nd all-time meeting between these two programs, and it may just be the last time they meet as RIT goes for the 6-point weekend sweep. The regular season wraps up next weekend as Mercyhurst comes to town for a 2-game set. Our coverage begins on Friday at 6:30 with Pregame Live, followed by face-off between the Tigers and Lakers at 7:05 on Flow Hockey and Sportsnet Pittsburgh as well. Of course, you can join us here live and in person as plenty of tickets remain for next weekend series with Mercyhurst. Grab your seats now by calling or visiting the box office or online at rittickets.com. Hey, don't forget, you can still place your bid for a pink RIT game-worn jersey to help raise money for Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Head to rithathletics.com/auctions to make a bid on any men's or women's hockey player's game-worn jersey. The auction closes this coming Friday, the 21st at 7 o'clock. Well, that'll do it for Pregame Live. Gene and Brayton will have the call for you tonight. I'll see you back here for the intermission report. Until then, enjoy the game. RIT AIC next here on the RIT Sports Network.